figured out how to rip my pants. Got the third function. Hydraulic remotes. Got the shuttle. No. That was the first tractor I looked at. So now I'm looking at something like this. This is a 4710 open station. Look at this giant bucket. Here was the model I was considering, 2607, with a loader on it. This one's in camo for some special thing. And I'll go to the bigger Massey Ferguson booth to show you the 4700 series with a cab and the 2600 series with a loader. So let's head over there. The Massey doesn't have that. It's got a nice buddy seat. I like the Kubota cab better than the Massey Ferguson cab, for sure. The loader joystick seems to be a little bit closer. And there's a fiance seat. But I like the Kubota. My Kubota dealer said they could get me this tractor used for what I could buy the 2600 series Massey for. So if they could do that, that's a heck of a deal. And this is a heck of a tractor. We're going to go look at its little brother here next, the M4. This is the M5 111. So let's go look at the M4. I don't know what their numbers are, but the cab's almost the same. You can get 3 remotes on this one. This is the 12x12, I think. Or this might be the 24. That might be the splitter thing. They got some goofy transmissions in these. So let's go look at the M4. This is the M4071. It's basically the same tractor. This one has a third function on it, which I like and I want. It's got a different style transmission. It doesn't have the red button down here on the shifter like the other one had. Pretty much it's the exact same cab, just a smaller tractor. This replaces the 7660, I think it was. Like I said, it's got the same thing that the M5 has. Same buddy seat. Pretty much the same tractor. A little bit cheaper though. Power Star 75 or Workmaster 75. What I don't like about it is your loader joystick seems 4 miles away. It's got a buddy seat though.
Yeah, this is 75, so they've just started.
Seems like a decent little tractor. 2 hydraulic remotes. 4-speed, 3 range shuttle. Let's take a look at the PowerStar 100 next to it. I'll give you a walk around first. This is a PowerStar 100, different than the Workmaster. Your dash moves with your steering wheel, and it doesn't have the sunroof, but this has a different style windshield. Again, it's got your power shuttle, your buddy seat. I gotta get the seat adjusted to where I would have it. Your loader joystick's closer. It's got the third function I like. 4-speed, 3 range. 3 remotes you can get on this one. It's got your bar for your GPS and stuff in it. A little bit bigger tractor, fancier anyways. Park brake, I don't know as far as, got some PTO buttons there. Don't know, it's got a pretty good sized cab. There's a lot to consider when looking at a new tractor, especially a cab tractor. Everybody's different. I don't think Case has one here in the size range I'm looking at, but basically I'm either looking at a tractor like that, 75 horsepower, or something like this, up towards like 105 horsepower. It's the two models I'm gonna try to show you guys. So again, this is the PowerStar. This replaced the T4. Different style cab than the Workmaster. This one takes DEF because it's over 70 horsepower, but you'll have that. So there's the New Holland tractors in the size range I'm looking at. So this is the inside of a Coyote. I've never been inside a Coyote before. It's got a little vent roof. Doesn't have the high visibility roof like the Kubota has, or even the one in Holland. But here's your gears. Yeah, you got turtle, rabbit, neutral, 1 through 4. This is your loader joystick, which is in a weird spot. These two need to be switched. You can get 3 remotes, your throttle, 4-wheel drive, and some other stuff. I need to get a book on this. But it's got some kind of a shuttle. What model is this?
KL1153.
That's the loader.
I don't know.
It's a PX 1153. They offer these 90-some horse to 110 horse.
Okay.
So you got a creeper, a low, a high, and a medium. 1,000 PTO, 540 PTO. Not a bad tractor. It's similar in size to the Kubota, just looking out through the hood and the tires. But like I said, your loader joystick seems to be in a weird spot. When I turn the camera off, I'm going to act like I'm running it just to see, but that's just awkward. Got a nice cab. Doesn't have a buddy seat though. My buddy can't ride. But I'll get out of it here and give you a little walk around. Then I'll get in this one next to it. I don't know exactly what model it is. Takes DEF, of course. It's got the big hitch on the back. self-leveling loader. Toolbox looks to be in a convenient spot. It's a nice big toolbox. Full of water. That's nice. Could probably go in and out this door if you wanted to.
Backpack, deep backpack.
Here's what it cost you a month. Here's a little bit smaller one. Both of these tractors are in the range I'm looking at as far as size. 3 remotes you can get on this one. Walk around the front. There's a lot of people here today.
But it's on gratis.
It's got a mechanical self-leveling loader. We'll get inside of it in a minute. Alright, so this is the inside of the little Coyote tractor. For some reason my audio has failed to work on a couple of these little clips, but there's the loader joystick. It's got one hydraulic remote. I believe that's the PTO. I can't remember because I can't hear anything, but that's a 4-speed. It's got a low, medium, and high in it, and that was a clutch button, I'm pretty sure. This tractor's also got the hydraulic shuttle. Trying to see if there's anything else. I don't remember what model it was. The little previous thing I'll tell you, but that's the inside of the littler Coyote, somewhere around 70 horse tractor. Right here is Massey Ferguson's booth, well, the Agco booth, but this is where they were displaying a lot of their smaller tractors up there on them shelves. And this is their inline square baler, the Heston 1840 inline square baler. Over there we got a big Challenger tractor. I don't remember the numbers. I'll just hang out here while this clip goes through so I can explain what else we're seeing here. I believe this was the 8000 series Massey. They changed the it's 8000S. All of them have the S now in them. You got the 5700S and all that. There's a big square baler, and right there they had a little game you could play. You spin that wheel, and whatever you land on, you'd win a prize. And we did that the first day. And Casey got a rain gauge, and I got a Woods handkerchief. And there's that's a 7000S series with a round baler on it. There's 6000. Here is the 4709 cab tractor. You've seen the open station 4710. This is just the cabbed version. The other tractor, I believe, was set up for a poultry barn. It was short and had no exhaust, no vertical exhaust. But this tractor has 2 remotes on the back. Here in a second I get into the cab, but just the look of it. Here's the specs of them. I don't have a book on these. I need to get a book on these because I'm considering this series now. I think I gave a look at the price there. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see it from where I'm sitting. I'm not that close to my computer screen. But we get in it here. It's got the buddy seat in it. It's got a third function valve. Let's see what I'll narrate it as I go through it. I wish the audio came through, because there's stuff that I compare it to in the Kubotas that I can't remember now. But what I do like is that was the power shift. It's a smaller little thing you can see around it, where the Kubota's got a big box. This one doesn't have like the high-vis roof. It was a loaded joystick, then the gear shift, throttle, 2 remotes. I think you can get up to 3 on them. There's your 3-point. Your key and buttons and stuff over there. Buddy seat, like I said. Then I had to take a second part of the video because the salesman walked over. Casey trying to get in. I think I actually was redoing the video right here because the salesman walked over and was talking to me. I went to the Massey Ferguson booth like 5 times. Talked to the same guy, I think all 5 times. But he was asking me about my camera. But this loader has a float, like a ride control, and that's what I was pointing at there. It's got a button you can turn it on or turn it off, and then the third function button's above it. Now this third function, you hold the button and you tilt your joystick left and right to operate the third function. And we're back to video with sound.
You know, we don't really like, but if we are heading up that way, man, I'll shoot you. Please, we're gonna be up there around.
So we're inside the new Fendt Ideal Combine, and I'm pretty sure you can get this labeled as just about any AGCO combine except the Gleaner. But this thing is fancy. There's your, assuming your backup camera. But you got all your fancy controls over here. Another little screen, all kinds of dials. I don't even know what half these buttons do. But what I like about this so far is, look, it's got things you can rest your feet on if you want to kick your feet up. They didn't have them back in the 80s. Telescopic steering wheel, big old head. Imagine combining with this. All these buttons, looks like you can change your flow rate for your unload, how you want your hopper to load. I don't know what that, it's all kinds of buttons. Too fancy for me. I do like the feel of that. Yeah, I wish my M2 had something like that. More ergonomic. It's got buttons on the back of it, buttons on the front, buttons everywhere. Massive cab. There's enough room in this buddy seat.
Oh yeah.
Your lights are up over there. See, I don't like that. I think that should be up here instead of the backup camera. But that's fancy. I'm sure that probably does more than just backup camera. But there's the look inside the new Fendt Ideal Combine. Steps into the grain bin and everything. All kinds of cup holders. You got 4 cup holders over here. Who has that many cups? Okay. Keep track of my hand.
See it up there on the tailgate.
This is going to be a newer model. So this like that, a similar 12-speed to that tractor. Congrats on the.
So here's a treat for you. I'm sitting inside an M7 172. Yes, M7 172 Kubota, which is one of their larger ones. I'm not sure, it might be the largest, but to give you a comparison of how the technology changes in the sizes, the M4 and the M5 are about the same. When you get into an M6, you're getting a little bit fancier, too fancy for me. But when you get into an M7, you're getting real fancy. I mean, it's got, that's a PTO-E. You can change it 540, 540E, 1000, or 1000E. It's got ISO bus capabilities. Forward, reverse, your 3-point. Got all kinds of fancy stuff. It got all your light controls. It also has a little bitty visibility roof with this big old sunshade. Seat swivels, you can see. Let's go get an M6. Alright, we're in an M6. 131, I believe that's what the number is. I didn't look before I got in. The M7 was a premium model, so it had a lot more fancier stuff in it, but this has quite a few fancy gadgets in it. In my seat, the air's out of it, so it's super low, but this one's got the loader joystick in it. You got a high, medium, low with your other gears in there. You got this little side console that's got stuff on it. Your remotes, a little screen here probably for gears or something, or that might be kind of a gauge cluster, I'm not sure. But it's also got the screen in it. Your AC, your radio, other stuff, other things, not sure. It's got the buddy seat, but it's not as fancy as the M7, and it's just a little bit fancier than the M5. So there's your difference in some of the Kubota models. So we'll take a look at an LS tractor here. I hear people talk about their tractors every so often, and let me tell you what. Oh, it's got an air seat. She's cramped already. I ain't got much room up here in my head. If I hit a bump, I'll hit my head on the roof. Loader joysticks in an alright spot. Assuming those are third function buttons. It's got a 4-speed. Your 3-point, probably a throttle. Nope, that's a 3-point draft. 3 remotes. Looks like it might have an option for a buddy seat. It's got a low, medium, and high range. This is like 100 and some horse tractor, 110. I think it's the biggest they have. I got some books, and when I get back home, I'll go through books with you guys. But I figured I'd just give you a look inside the LS. It's very cramped. So we're in a Zetter HS80, and I don't like it. Not at all. Look at your loader joystick. It's further up than the steering wheel. And that's the exact same loader joystick Massey Ferguson has. The exact same one. The gear shifts here, which ain't so bad. It's got a buddy seat. Tinted sunroof, I'd say. Unless that's a sticker on it. Radio face is missing. Whether somebody stole it or they didn't put it on. It looks like you can get 3 remotes. Somebody else has them same levers. I can't remember who. But it's got 4. And I'm assuming a high and low. That button's not labeled. But I'm not liking the Zetter. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad tractor, I don't think. I don't think any of them would be a bad tractor, but it's definitely not a great tractor. And I don't know if you can change the position of that loader joystick or not, but let me try sliding my seat forward. I mean, you'd have to be hunched forward to run the loader on this one, and I don't like that. I like my loader joystick very ergonomically placed, like right here would be good. So here's just a look inside of a Zetter. I'm not even going to bother giving you a walk around of it because they're not that great to even look at. So there's your look at the Zetter. Alright, now we're in a TYM T754. This was a 73 horse tractor, and the seat's awful high on it. I don't got the seat adjusted where I like it, but we'll look at it. It's got more cab room where my head is, which is nice versus the Zetter. Got a oil filter with it. Looks like it's got 2 remotes, optional a third.
Progressive Farmer Seminar. Grow corn and soybean.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Featuring growers Kevin Collins.
High, medium, low, but your loader joystick is way down here. I gotta reach forward for it. Now, like I said, my seat is out of adjustment, but still, that's way down there. The gear shift, you know, it's the same height as the gear shift. Oh, I guess it was in float. Okay, maybe. Still, it's not in a good spot. Not too terribly bad though of a tractor. They got a bigger one. We'll go check it out. Maybe it's a little bit fancier. I forgot to go check out the big one. So I'm in a different Kubota. I'm in an excavator now. This is a KX057, which I think replaced the 121-3, or it's one size above it. I can't remember. But this is the new, basically the newer version of the one we have. And I feel like I have more visibility out of our cab than this one, but I don't really know. It's got a different screen in it. It's different pedals. It's got bigger pedals, but they're plastic. Which the bigger pedals are nice. Ours got little dinky pedals. And the cab's more roomier on this one. And that should be, it's for your boom swing. It's got a little bit different style. Levers are smaller, easier to grab, which is nice, and a different stick. Ours is up higher, and it's got a bunch of different controls over here. Other than that, it's about the same. I wish mine had that big bucket. They said that's a 30-inch bucket, but I think it's 36. But there's that. Alright, so we're in a case 75A, which is a 60 PTO horsepower tractor, and it is the exact same cab as the the Workmaster 75 New Holland. Exact same cab, loader joysticks just as far away. Same shift lever, just different color paint. A little bit different dash, I think. I don't remember what the dash looked like. I looked at it yesterday. So three range, 4-speed. Buddy seat, just the same as the New Holland, different color. I think they have it's a bigger tractor, but they got a little bit bigger series, different letters. I'm not sure exactly what all the letters mean in the case, but this is the 75A with a loader. Alright, we're in a Mahindra 8100. I'm not sure what horsepower it is, but it looks about the size of what I'm looking at. So, show you the cab. It's got a tall cab. PTO looks like just regular old 540 PTO. Your loader joystick's way up here. I believe those are third function buttons. I don't like where the joystick is compared to the steering wheel. You can get 3 remotes, your draft control and your position, low, medium, high, 1, 2, 3, 4, throttle. Pretty basic tractor. Put me in mind of the Zetter or the LS, you know, something along that lines. I probably wouldn't get one. It's got the shuttle. Not heard good things about Mahindra. They have a tractor a little bit bigger than this one. I think I'll have to go take a look at. But again, this is the 8100. It's got a massive hood. I mean, you can't see nothing around it. If I'm sitting here in the middle, I can't even tell where the bucket's at. I mean, the hood's so wide, and the loader's got to be wider than the hood. You can't see your bucket. So that's definitely a downside to that. Let me walk around the Mahindra and see what I can find. Alright, here's some pictures. I believe that's for the Mahindra tractors. The specs and stuff on them. Coming up right now, this is the new prototype from Baron. It's their HD twin baler. It basically takes 2 normal size little squares and packs them so tight, and it'll put 2 in one bale to make it the same size as a regular square bale. So you're getting like an 80-pound bale basically. That's got 2 little 40-pound bales in it. It makes them the same density as a big square baler. So I thought that was neat, and there's some pictures of that. Alright, so we're in the 5125 John Deere. Loader joystick's in the best spot possible, right off the armrest. I don't even have to move my arm to grab it. It's got some buttons for changing gears on there, whatever. It's got a computer screen in it. All kinds of fancy stuff. 3 remotes. Looks like the possibility of a 4th one. Radio. It's got the sunroof. Larger windshield. Buddy seat. Basically a little bit nicer than the M5 Kubota, but close. Bunch of other stuff. So I figured I'd show you guys the John Deere since I haven't looked at the John Deere yet. But yeah, I really like where their loader joystick is. I wish everybody would put theirs there. So that's a 5125R. I'll go over here and look at another one. Alright, we're on a 5065E, which is a smaller tractor, around 70 horse. I think they offer these in some different sizes. But this is more of a simpler tractor compared to the R series. I don't know if they offer an R this small, but loader joystick's kind of alright where it's at. I really like the R series better, but it'll be alright. This is a 4-speed, 3 range. This one's got 1 remote with looks like the option for 2. Doesn't have the sunroof for the loader visibility. Pretty simple tractor. Be about the same as the New Holland in case. I think the Kubota is a little bit fancier than this one. So there's another John Deere.